new video. This is the rise of racist blacks in 2024. Let's watch it.
Blacks can't be racist is the dumbest thing I've heard since the flat earth theories, or even veganism. Wait, we rock with the animals over here. Shout out vegans.
Eat your vegetables!
But I mean, if black people can't
Black people cannot be racist. Here's
be
why.
racist, then explain this.
Wait.
Or this.
My ling ling. My ling.
This. Or this. Wait, no, that's not racist.
That's
the man
not
Kevin Hart
racist.
literally walked up to this Asian and said, Bao Ching Ye.
What?
That's nasty work. I did not see that clip. Holy. Come on, man. Come on, man.
And I didn't see this get addressed not one time anywhere. But you know damn well if an Asian person was coming out here talking about some hey yo eating chicken and drinking Kool-Aid, the black community would be swiftly on that app in absolutely no time. And that goes to show, low-key black people have a racism past. I mean, growing up half Japanese, the most in-my-face racism I ever experienced came from the black community. I was getting hit with all types of forbidden jutsus, from this move to the Sun Wukong, Kung Fu, Ching Chong, Jackie Chan, Rush Hour 4 type of humor. People would literally come up to me making Tekken-ass noises, sounding like a Street Fighter character, thinking shit was sweet. And while I can always appreciate a good roast session, trust me, I'm not that soft, that don't mean it's not racist. But the weird thing about it is that there is a small subsection in the black community that truly believes that black people cannot be racist at all.
Yeah, I had this argument with someone before, like years ago, like I think it was like 2017, 2016. And I was like, y'all really don't think black people can be racist? And they was like, no, man, black people can't be racist. And I'm like, are you high? Like, what are we talking about? Like, they can't. This is what the argument is, and I get it, but it's bullshit. They be like, in order to be racist, it has to be like systematic, but they can be prejudiced. I'm like, no. Black people can't be racist. Can we be racist overall systematically? No, because then we'd have to be in like some sort of power to, you know what I'm saying? But as a person, you can be racist towards somebody else. Systematic racism, it's a little bit harder. It's a little more tricky. Black people are not in crazy positions of power to make, but as an individual, you right now can be racist towards somebody else. Let's stop this fucking nonsense, bro. And that's literally this is the same argument I had like back in the day, bro.
So today we're going to be finding out for ourselves. First, we're going to see if we can be racist towards other minorities, and then we're going to see if black people can be racist towards white people. And then by the end of the video, we're going to finally be able to answer the question, can black people truly be racist? Now let's get started. Other minorities. Now on average, throughout my experience, I feel like black people really like Asians or Asian culture. I mean, the fact that we have movies like the Rush Hour series really shows the solidarity between black and Asian people. But on the other hand, in the black community, there is a section that spreads a lot of Asian hate. A couple years ago, we had the Stop Asian Hate movement in the Asian community, and a lot of those violent attacks didn't just come from white people. It was, at least from what I've seen, coming from African Americans. And it's weird.
Okay. Now, yeah, but also no. Like, most of the Asian hate that was coming out, let's call it spade a spade, man. The Asian hate that was coming out was not just from black people, bro. Niggas painted it as it was black people, but it was not just black people, bro. You know, Asian people were hating on Asians. They were hating on Asians because of the whole 19, the whole pandemic, the shutdown. That's why there was like a rise in Asian hate. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that came from. But to paint it as it was only black people is so insane to me. It's so insane when that really was not the case. But I digress. It was low-key 2020. Yeah, but that was such a false narrative. I watched that shit in real time. It was a false narrative painted, but it is what it is.
Weird because
now, was it some black people? Oh yeah, for sure. There were some black people being racist for sure. Like I saw there was one clip where a black man randomly punched an Asian woman or something like that on some weird shit. Niggas was being weird. Don't get me wrong. But to paint it as it was mainly black people is crazy. It was all around. It was everybody was hating on Asians, bro.
As soon as you call out any anti-Asianness within the black community, it kind of gets brushed off. Asians being seen as the little bro of all races is somewhat normalized. South Asians catch it the worst.
What race would you not date?
Indians. Yeah, Indians.
Indians.
I just want to date them.
The amount of Indian jokes, the 7-Eleven curry smell type of jokes is actually insane. And while I can admit that certain stereotypical humor can be funny at times, the same regurgitated nonsense is just not. Obviously, it's not just the black community who does this, you know, white people do it too. But the moment you call it out in the black community, it's a problem and you're generalizing everybody. But obviously, I know that everybody doesn't do it. And I feel like when people change the conversation, it almost comes off as if black people can't do anything wrong. Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism by
See, that's what I don't like, is the fact that you can call out somebody's bullshit, but don't also paint, like, we've never painted white people to be the problem unless it was slavery. You know what I'm saying? So don't paint black people to be the problem in certain situations. And it's for everything. You see what I mean? So, like, the whole... black people, why y'all so racist to Indians? Y'all never asked white people why y'all so racist to Indians? You see what I mean? It's like, let's be equal across the board. I mean, sometimes white people are the problem. Sometimes people are the problem, period. No matter the race, people talk shit about Indians, people talk shit about Asians, people talk shit. That's just the world we live in. My only thing is calling out only black people for a certain problem when it's an overall problem. You see what I mean? Now, for sure, don't, like I said, black people for sure can be racist, but painting us in a negative light like we're the only ones doing it is insane. You know what I mean? I have that one friend who'll be chilling playing Nintendo Switch. Yeah, that's my main issue. Like, hey, or, you know, calling out black people, be like, hey, I just don't like the, hey, why are black people so racist towards Asians? It's not just black people. Oh, why are black people treating Indians bad? It's not just black people. Why is it always just us being called out and not everyone being called out? That's what I don't like. It has to be everyone that's being like this being called out, not just one specific group. Because that's you feel like you see that, like, bro, thank you. Anybody can be racist. It's not just a black issue. It's not just a white issue. It's not an Asian. Shit, Asians can be racist towards black people. I'm calling monkeys and shit like that. I've seen it firsthand. Anybody can be fucking racist.
an individual community or institution against a person on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group. So if I was to make fun of a minority, for example, like a Mexican, not to catch this straight, no offense, I fuck with Mexicans, don't even do that. That would be racist of me, right?
Black people cannot be racist. Racism
That's
is an
bullshit.
institution. It's not a feeling.
Racism, people don't know the difference between racism, discrimination, and prejudice. The literal definition, and I had the same argument, the literal definition of racism is a prejudice as a individual or community, like, he literally just, like, oh my god, like, you niggas are dumb, and then, like, it's dumb behind dumb. You don't know the difference between racism, discrimination, and prejudice, and it shows. Look up the definition of racism, please.
People don't know the difference between racism, discrimination, and prejudice, and it shows. Discrimination and or prejudice based on race is racism, dickhead.
Thank
Try
you.
again. Damn. If we look at the definition, it is literally synonymous. I don't know what you're cooking. You're cooking with something, but you're not cooking. The grill is
Exactly.
burning, the house is on fire, and the shit is gonna look like Chernobyl back in.
Oh my god, and the call is coming from inside.
Like, brief intermission, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you've seen my videos before and you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Back to the video.
Black people can't be racist. Yeah, they certainly
Yes, thank you.
can be. Unfortunately.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I love you, but black people cannot be racist. We can only be extremely prejudiced.
I don't understand, my guy. Like, that is
That's
literally
just
synonymous
bullshit.
with the definition. If you are racist towards somebody based on the color of the skin, that is prejudice, that is discriminatory.
A black person can be racist to a Hispanic person. A black person can be racist to Pacific Islander. I can still be prejudiced.
Common sense. Oh my god, we found common sense. Hooray. Yes, we did it. We did it. In conclusion, if you're black, you can be racist towards other minority groups, and it does need to be addressed. I think in order to truly stop this and stand in solidarity with other minority groups, you cannot be derogatory towards them. And if you want to think on a more like actually relevant scale, protests where you need other people's support in order to drive certain messages, the biggest goal is become allies with different communities rather than being discriminatory towards them and then say, oh, it's not racist. But now that we got the minorities out the way, let's talk about if black people can be racist to white people. Also, I filmed this video in like 2 parts, so if you see me switch to a new location right now, this is the other part of it. Now get out of here. We all know the heinous racist acts committed by white people throughout history, such as being the world famous inventors of things like plantations, segregation, modern day hoods, and things like the treadmill. If you didn't know, the treadmill was actually based on slavery. It was literally for treading mill, and I believe that it was first invented by the British as like a prison punishment. Slave owners seen that was—
What the fuck? I didn't even know that. Yo, white people be just doing shit, bro. What's wrong with them, nigga, man? Like, I know it's like, you know what I'm saying, but like, goddamn, nigga. Know what I mean?
like, let's make the black people do it. I mean, everyone should have a special amount of hatred in their hearts for racists in general. But there's been a talking point that you cannot be racist to white people, or even that racism to white people doesn't count and it's acceptable. It just doesn't make sense that you could tell a black person that they look like charcoal and that's racist, but if you tell a white person they look like mayonnaise, then it's not the same thing. Some people say that there is no historical background to calling white people mayonnaise monkeys, and that would be true. I mean, I don't know any white slurs. Do white slurs even exist? Names for the uncolored.
Snow possum, snow roaches, enemies of the sun.
Sugar cane snatchers, cornstarch crusaders, chalk.
Enemies of the sun is insane. Ice rats. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Greek yogurt.
Demons, ice rats, skin cancer magnets,
Wow.
male monkeys, gentrification gorillas, inverted Dude, you had way too much time.
Inverted niggas. Oh yeah, I'm finna call Skull that for sure. I'm finna call Skull that for sure. I'm finna call Skull that for sure.
And even though they don't have historical background and it's not the exact same as calling somebody a real life racial slur, being discriminatory towards somebody based on the color of their skin is racism. Now, some people also say that white people can't face racism because it's not systemic, meaning that like the systems in place were not meant to tear down white people, therefore they can't.
Like, true, they can't, like, yes, they cannot experience systematic racism because the shit was built for them, by them, for them, by them. So systematically, no. Individually, though, yes.
Can't face racism. Now, that is all the justifications that I've heard for racism against white people. So now we're going to check out some of the opinions that other people have and see if we disagree or agree with their line of thinking.
I don't think it's possible to be racist towards white people.
Racism was invented by white people.
These white people are invited to the cookout. They're not the dangerous thugs. They're the ones that we want in our communities. I'm just kidding. I'm just using the same rhetoric.
When white people are going through hardship, they're not as sensitive to it as you would be to a black community. In general, like, white people, the privilege behind that.
You make
What? Nani? When white people go through hardship, they're not as sensitive?
How would you define racism?
Racism is judging or seeing yourself differently from somebody else because of the color of your skin.
What you mean? Motherfucker, if I look at my skin and see I'm darker than you and you're lighter than me, I'm racist? What the fuck are you talking about, nigga?
Is it okay to be prejudiced towards white people then? Sure. Is it okay to have...
I mean, hey, if he's the spokesperson for all white people, by all means.
See, here's my thing. Like, yes, it's very much possible. It's very, very much possible, right? To be racist to an individual white person. But there's a lot of white people that will be willing to take the shit because they understand the shit that was dealt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even like with him saying yes, it's not him saying yes, it's okay to act like, you know what I'm saying? It's him saying yes based off of what happened in the past. E.g., when you ready, please. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, so, yeah, there's that.
I don't really care. Let me get off all the white jokes I can then, if it's okay. In my opinion, I feel like prejudice against anybody is automatically gonna be wrong.
A lot of people these days say that reverse racism doesn't exist. What do you think about that?
Reverse racism is not fucking real. There's no such thing as reverse cowgirling racism and putting it in doggy style and hitting it from the back. There's only one racism. Racism against white people would be racism. Racism against black people would be racism. Racism against Asians would be racism. In conclusion, we discussed different minorities and even white people in order to answer the question, can black people truly be racist towards minorities or white people? And the answer is hell yeah. I don't know what you expected to hear from me other than the most common sense there is. Now, I truly believe the people who genuinely believe that black people can't be racist are just looking for an excuse or a way to be discriminatory or prejudiced towards a person without being labeled as a racist. These people know deep down that regardless of what they say, the excuses that they're using is literally just a wall to hide behind the fact that they want to be offensive without trying to face the consequences. Black people can be racist. Like, I don't know why I really need to say that. I don't even know why this is a video in the first place. But that is gonna do it for today's video. Let me know down below in the comments. Do you think black people can be racist? Do you believe that racism is purely systemic? I'm willing to hear what you guys think. I definitely do understand what they mean in terms of the systemic racism issue, but I genuinely feel like that is not the only form of racism that there is. And I simply don't think it's productive to be hateful towards a group of people based on the color of their skin regardless. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see next, sub to the second channel if we hit 50K by now. Thank you guys so very much. I have only been doing this for by now 7 months. I think I didn't even hit 1K until like end of February, early March. So the amount of love that you guys have showed me in a very short time is absolutely amazing, and I cannot thank you guys enough. We are officially on the road to 100K now, and I know we're gonna be able to hit that in absolutely no time. Once again, thank you guys so much for the support. Being able to create content full time is absolutely a dream of mine, and without you guys, I would literally be—
Hey, W video, man. Inverted nigga is crazy. I'm about to call Skull that as soon as I get in this call. W video.